Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.
How many lives are saved thanks to our digital mammography, detecting breast cancer in its earliest and most treatable stages?
More than you know.
More than you know is closer than you think. Reed Hospital and Healthcare Services.
Welcome to Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. It's Monday, June the 30th. I'm Jeff Lane. Production is winding down at Marvell Industries in Richmond. 130 jobs will be lost when the company closes at the end of October. Late last week, about 87 of those employees, represented by the Teamsters, completed severance negotiations with the company. Business agent Jerry Hayden indicated that employees will get 1 week of severance pay for every year of service. Employees will also get insurance tied into severance through the end of the year. There will also be incentives and bonuses for attendance and production. Hayden said there has been no date set for the layoffs to begin, and he expects it to be a gradual process. He also indicated that another prospective company will interview some outgoing employees next month. One person is dead after a motorcycle crash in Preble County late yesterday afternoon. It happened on State Route 122 between Halderman and Quaker Trace Road, a few miles southeast of Eaton. Authorities say that a motorcycle driven by Kenneth Duff went off the right side of the road. His 33-year-old wife, Tanya Duff, was killed in the crash. Kenneth Duff was care flighted to Miami Valley Hospital in Dayton, where he was listed in serious condition this morning. Speed was not a factor in the crash. Neither rider was wearing a helmet. Just 2 weeks ago, 3 people died in that same area. Also, a Union City man who was killed in another motorcycle crash late last week has now been identified. 62-year-old Gerald Powder of Union City died when he lost control in a heavy rain near Sydney. Just days after a Butler County Sheriff's investigation into the tasing death of a man in Oxford showed no wrongdoing on the part of police, the Butler County Prosecutor's Office is indicating they'll conduct a review of the Sheriff's Department review of the case. 24-year-old Kevin Piscura died 5 days after being tased outside the Brick Street Bar in Oxford. His blood alcohol content was 4 times the legal limit. The sheriff's investigation showed Oxford police did not use excessive force. The prosecutor's review is expected to take about 2 weeks. And have you heard about this? The federal government is funding a nearly $93 million project that will inject 1 million tons of carbon dioxide emissions from an ethanol plant in Darke County into a well more than half a mile deep. The emissions are from the Andersons Marathon ethanol plant. It's Ohio's largest ethanol plant. Before injections begin in 2 years, scientists will try to figure out if it would trigger seismic activity at the Greenville site. Seismic activity was linked to similar injections in Colorado in the 1960s, including 2 earthquakes above 5.0 on the Richter scale. The company that would do the injection said that significant tremors in Greenville are unlikely. Those who believe global warming exists say the injections would prevent 250,000 tons of carbon dioxide being released into the atmosphere annually. This has been Kicks 96 and WHON Video News. I'm Jeff Lane. Have a great day.
Leading the Whitewater Valley into the future of how you get news. The best coverage in the Whitewater Valley from the best news source. Kicks 96 and WHON Video News with Jeff Lane.